The next universal objective for automotive shops is to increase work order averages and boost profitability. Now this is normally an unpleasant thing, and I say this as an ex-shop owner. I didn't want to upsell anything to anybody. Not really. I want to sell services to the customers that appreciate the services that are needed, and if they don't want it, that's okay with me. With Service Intelligence, we have really made it much easier to justify and substantiate that instead of using a vehicle inspection, which is what is done in North America today, the vehicle comes in and I say, "Hi, Kevin, how are you doing? What can I do for you?" He says, "Hey, well, I got a squeaky wheel." I say, "Okay, no problem. Give me your keys, and I'll call you when I see what's needed." I give the car to the technician, or let's say that the customer waits for an estimate in the waiting room. I give the vehicle to my technician, and I now have a 29-point inspection. We're a AAA shop or whatever it is. So I come back with an inspection, and I say, "Hey, Kevin, I got your inspection." And Kevin comes up to the counter, and he's already feeling like, okay, here we go. And so I say, "Well, we found out what the squeaky wheel was, and it's whatever. And we also see that you need an air filter, you need a cabin air filter, no, excuse me, an engine air filter, a fuel filter, a wheel alignment, and wheel balancing. We also checked out your shocks, and we've never done your front brakes. We recommend you do that too. So the squeaky wheel is going to be $113, but if you want to take care of some of the maintenance, that's going to be $400 or $513. What Kevin is hearing is that we went on a fishing expedition to see what we could sell to him. Regardless of the relationship we have with a customer, there is no separation between their wallet and our recommendations. So it feels a little self-serving. What Service Intelligence does very effectively is put all the facts on the table. So when we start the service experience with a printout that clearly shows the customer all of the things that he doesn't need, now I'm telling him, "Hey, you know what? The system is right. We checked the things in the red, and you need those. The wheel alignment, we did a road test. It pulls a little bit. It's we could wait until the next visit, but I recommend it because it saves your tires." But this now is a much more balanced exchange, where we have a computer system in between the customer's wallet and our vehicle inspection. And we use the vehicle inspection to actually substantiate or not what the report says, because it is possible that we go and we say we checked your fluids, because we do that anyway, and even though this thing says you don't need it for 21,000 miles, it's low. So we checked it, and one of your calipers is leaking brake fluid or whatever the case is, and you need a brake fluid anyway. Now that comes together much better. Even if something is in the blue, we can sell it because of a cause that was not obviously within the parameters of what the computer is doing, because it didn't know that there was a leaky caliper. This is really important in establishing that, and I would share this with Kevin, well, half of my customers don't maintain their vehicles, but I see that you are really doing well, and this vehicle easily can do another 80,000 plus miles, and it's up to you if you want to go to the dealership and get new LED lights, but otherwise your car is in really good shape. This has the effect of changing the feeling at the front counter, where we are managing the parts, lubricant, and fluid needs of a vehicle with a lot of accuracy and fairness, and it encourages customers to open up their wallets for preventive maintenance, because they don't mind buying maintenance when the process is something that is trustworthy. And this in turn will increase your work order averages. It is not unusual for service intelligence users to have a banner year, first year that they install it, and it has to do with the dynamics at the front counter. And what this also does is for shops that sometimes are repair centric, it allows them to implement finally something that every profitability guru teaches, which is preventive maintenance is where the money is at, not in repairs. And also it is not so price sensitive, where people are more likely to shop around for a big heavy repair which is costly versus maintenance that is done in trickle effect when it's needed.